to a segment that I have not done in such a long time, and that is Konami Fix Your Gosh Dang Ban List. A video where I basically talk about a card in the game that I personally feel like needs to be hit, needs to be gone, or a card that needs to come off the list, a card that shouldn't be on the list anymore, just something that should either be on or off the ban list, or maybe in a specific position on the ban list to make the card a bit more balanced. Now, in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we're going to be talking about a card that I was surprised to see it come from 1 to 3 when we got the card back. I was surprised to see that this card is actually one of the most broken cards in the game right now, and really just makes a deck one of the best decks in the game for no reason, is literally taking events for no goddamn reason, and is a card that I have to give a little respect to, because without this card being in the game, a lot of the deck that this card is in wouldn't really be as powerful as it actually is. And this card is Miscellaneousaurus, and we're going to be talking about in this video why I believe Miscellaneousaurus should be banned, or at least put to 1. I personally think it should be banned, but this card should not be allowed to be in the game at 3 or 2. Like, legit, this card is absolutely insane, and there's so many reasons for this. The first reason, of course, is the beginning of its first effect, which is absolutely the most insane part about this entire card, but isn't the most important part about this card. It's one of the most important cards, but it's like the whole card in general is just insane, and all of its effects are good for that reason. So, let's go ahead and read the actual card effect. So, Miscellaneousaurus, its effect is, during either player's main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard as cost. Now, if a Herald of Arclight is on the board, this card obviously can't be sent to graveyard as cost, so you won't be able to gain this effect. But during this main phase, dinosaur-type monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Now, first effect right off the bat. Let's be honest, a card saying that no matter what you do, and this is a quick effect, makes all your dinosaurs unaffected by hand traps such as Nibiru, Infinite Impermanence, Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler, Cyframe Gamma, Ghost Ogre, every hand trap in the game essentially. This card says, no touchy. You cannot touch my cards, I will not allow you to touch my cards, so yeah, go away. First, literally just the first part of text literally just says that, and not only that, but it says, oh, you've got a board of negations, and which obviously doesn't include Herald, and I want to normal summon my Oviraptor, and you're going to chain effect to negate Oviraptor. Well, just discard the Miscellaneousaurus, and now that negation doesn't touch my cards. So not only does this card state, oh, I'm just gonna not let you touch me, but it also says that, nah, you're just not allowed to touch me on my turn, you're not allowed to touch me on your turn. We're gonna have a good Yu-Gi-Oh game where I just go off for no apparent reason and OTK you. Like, legit, this card says I can OTK you with this singular card, and we're gonna go ahead and say why now, because this card's second effect is almost as broken as its first effect, and that is, you can banish any number of dinosaur-type monsters from your graveyard, including this card. Special summon one dinosaur-type monster from your deck with a level equal to the total number of monsters banished to activate this effect, but destroy it during the end phase. You can only use this effect of Miscellaneousaurus once per turn. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, yeah, back in the day, that effect was pretty bad. It didn't mean anything. Like, sure, you could go ahead and banish 4 to summon your soul-eating Oviraptor, but what did that matter? Well, guess what? Now it actually matters, because Amazon Archosaurus. This card is a 1-card full combo, because Amazon Archosaurus. This card literally says, I banish myself, Miscellaneousaurus, I banish myself to go ahead and summon the Archosaurus, and then Archosaurus' effect says, on summon, I can destroy one other dinosaur monster to add a double evolution pill to my hand. So not only does Miscellaneousaurus say, I get to summon a dinosaur monster from my deck, but it summons a level 1 dinosaur that guarantees you a UTC. And you want to know the most funniest thing about that? You want to know the most funny thing about that? You discarded Miscellaneousaurus to prevent your opponent from using all of their monster effects and card effects on your dinosaur monsters. So your opponent can't even hand trap Archosaurus. Now, obviously, you could go ahead and just Ash Blossom the double evolution pill or something along those lines. But let's be honest, if your opponent has activated the Archosaurus' effect to pop a dinosaur monster, what dinosaur monsters do you think your opponent's going to be popping there? Do you think your opponent's going to be popping just a normal dinosaur monster? Do you think your opponent's going to be popping some random card? No, they're going to be popping a dino baby. They're going to be popping a Babysaurus or a Petite Petodon, because you know why? Because those cards summon Soul Eating Oviraptor from the deck. And let's be honest, a card like Miscellaneousaurus that legit says you cannot negate any dinosaur card effects on the board for the rest of this main phase. You're unable to touch me for the main phase, and also has the ability to go ahead and just say, oh, cool, you're now unable to negate my dinosaur effects on board. Well, I'm just going to banish myself from the graveyard. And go ahead and summon an Archosaur from the deck, which will allow me to get a UTC, which equals an OTK. Because legit, Archosaur goes into Linkuriboh, then you link the Linkuriboh away into like a secure gardener, and that gives you your double evolution pill materials right there, because the Archosaur and the Linkuriboh are in your graveyard. So guess what? You just go ahead and make UTC, you go ahead and attack every monster your opponent controls, so they're now unable to play the game. So, guys, if you can tell me any reasons to why Miscellaneousaurus shouldn't be banned or limited, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, because honestly, a card that literally says you cannot negate any effects of dinosaur cards on the board is dumb. It's not fair in any way, shape, or form in this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I personally think it shouldn't be fair, it shouldn't be allowed, because a card that can literally say you cannot negate my dinosaur effects on the board, and you can also I can also special summon something that will equal an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno in a deck that already has so much, such as Lost World, that can go ahead and make a token and prevent you from targeting anything but that token on the board, and also having cards like Soul Eating Oviraptor that says I can go ahead and just destroy another dino and then special summon one from grave, along with also being able to search or send a dinosaur from my deck to my graveyard or add it to my hand. Like, a card like this, Miscellaneousaurus, being in a deck that just has so much consistency, is able to roll off Extravagance so it doesn't even rely on extra deck, a card that just, a deck that literally has searchability, a huge boss monster that can just go ahead and run down your opponent. It's not fair for this kind of card to be in a deck like that, and Miscellaneousaurus is absolutely busted. Should not be left up free, in my personal opinion. Put it at 1, for God's sake, if you really want to, but I personally feel like it should be banned. This card is not fair in the slightest, for the fact that prevent negation and literally prevent a negation on any dinosaur, unaffected by everything, is great in dinosaurs. And also, just being able to get a free UTC but just by banishing itself by summoning an Ankylosaurus, it's absolutely insane. But guys, that's just my thoughts and opinions on this. Tell me if you think that Miscellaneousaurus should be banned in the game or limited or anything along those lines. If you say no to this, then you are a dinosaur player and you just clearly want to say that it shouldn't be. But yeah, guys, that's just my personal thoughts and opinions. I personally think this card should be banned, but it probably should be limited instead, just so dinosaurs can still have a way to play the game. But I feel like they have a lot anyway with like Lost World and UTC and Soul Eating Oviraptor. So personally, I feel like the card should be banned, but limiting it to 1 is not a bad option either. So yeah, guys, that's the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Konami Fix the Ban List, and I'll see you later, guys. Robbat1 signing out. Misk. You have committed so many crimes. Later, guys. Later.